Hey everyone, this is Masterath, and welcome to Pokemon X and Y Battle Narration. Okay, so, I'm probably on a holiday at this point. Hopefully. That's presuming that everything works, and Xefki hasn't already got us chucked out of our hotel by now, which he probably has. Anyway, so, tonight's battle is against a guy called Xefki. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I thought it was Klefki the first time I saw it, but never mind. Anyway, so... and this is just proof about how badass Weezing is. If the last battle was nothing to go by, this one definitely is. So, let's see the team preview. Alright, so the team preview, the only thing that's changed on my team is that I have swapped out Berg for a Torterra called Derek. Which is a high attack, adamant nature's Torterra. Pretty much this thing could wreck anything in the face. It's also got things like Swords Dance as well, just in case it does actually survive a hit. So on his team, I can see... Greninja again. Seriously, everyone has a Greninja. Why? In their main team, why does everyone have a Greninja? Seriously. Anyway, he's also got the Groudon as well, the Xerneas. I've fought Xerneas before in Wi-Fi battles. I've not fought a Groudon yet. Weavile could be tough for the whole Night Slash Ice Shard combination, maybe Life Orbed or something like that. Metagross, as we know from Henga, very powerful. I'm also quite stoked, by the way, about Mega Metagross coming out in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. It's going to be good. And last but not least, the Bisharp. Never going to be able to Bisharp before, but I'm looking at his team going, that's a lot of physical attackers in there. I might do well here with, obviously, people like Henga and Weezing and Swollen Ball. So, yeah. Anyway, it's battle time! Okay, so I kick off with Falks, my main lead at this moment in time, and he goes for the Metagross, and goes for the Protect first turn. I go for the Flare Blitz, and he stays in, even knowing that I'm going to Flare Blitz him and one-hit him. I don't get it. Anyway, so, next he brings in the Groudon, and I think, right, well, Drought's up, so that's good. That means my fire attacks do more, but I made a stupid player and go Brave Bird instead. That's okay, it does at least half damage, so that's alright. Anyway, he goes for the Eruption, which isn't enough to beat me. He now withdraws Groudon and goes into Tatsua, which is Greninja, and I go for the Roost. Haha! So I go for the Roost, now my health is restored, and I switch into my Weezing. And he goes for the Water Shuriken, which is going to do absolutely nothing. So my Weezing takes that like an absolute monster that he is, and pretty much is back at full health. Thanks to the Black Sludge. Goes for the Acrobatics, and I go for the Sludge Bomb. So now he switches out into his Bisharp. I predict that, go for the Thunderbolt. I could have gone for the Flamethrower, but I didn't know if he was going to stay in. I'd have preferred for him not to get, obviously, a Sludge Bomb, whatever. So I beat Shadow with a Flamethrower. This is a very elemental Weezing, by the way. Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Weezing. Anyway, so Drought's back up again. He tries a Fissure. I've obviously got Levitate. Maybe predicting a switch or something. So I go for the Flamethrower, which does a lot of damage. And he's now going to go for a Flamethrower, which was nowhere near close to killing me. I go for another Flamethrower, and your big Groudon just got beat by a Weezing. And so next up is the Weavile, which is going to go for the Night Slash. Again, physical move. I survive that, and I go for the Flamethrower, which one-hits the Weavile. Weezing is putting in work right here. So next up, back into the Greninja again. It goes for the Hydro Cannon, which I believe is going to be enough to beat the Weezing. It is. But he now has to wait a turn to recharge. So I go for the Bullet Punch with Henga. Definite chance of killing him in 2 turns. Sunlight is now faded. And I go for another Bullet Punch, which does beat Tatsuya. And so now he brings in Kazuma, the Xerneas. And I think, right, well, it's a Fairy type, so Bullet Punch it to hell. It goes for the Moonblast, which does very little, actually, for a Legendary. And I go for the Bullet Punch again, and Kazuma faints. And that's the battle. Alright, so I still haven't been able to show off much of my new members of my team, pretty much just the old members doing work. This is the second battle in a row that Haxorus hasn't even been bothered to turn up. You know, I haven't needed Haxorus. That's just proof people say, oh, you need your Haxorus to win. No. It's not the case, because, as you can see, people like Weezing, Falks, and Henga are doing just as good. Anyway, so that's the battle. I haven't got any more battles at the moment. I probably won't have any more until I come back from holiday. So, be prepared to see some holiday videos soon. Yay! Anyway, until next time, I'm Masterath, and I'll be seeing you for my next video. See you then.